the surveillance and restriction of my freedom of movement. Sometimes I really couldn't leave the house. I couldn't even go shopping for groceries. Today that might seem funny, but back then it wasn't pleasant at all.
Later that year, Havel was sentenced to 4 years' imprisonment for sedition. As this Dolichek film illustrates, repression and surveillance became a way of life for some. For those outside the dissident circle, it was a question of learning to live between the gaps in the regime. At work, cynicism and decline characterized communism's final 2 decades in Czechoslovakia. The attitude of we pretend to work and they pretend to pay us became increasingly prevalent. Although some workers remained ideologically committed.
This is the gold star of the hero of socialist labor. It's the climax and a reward for my lifelong work, the highest Czechoslovak civic decoration. It was presented by Konrad Husák, our president. An unforgettable experience. I felt like a hero then, and I feel like a hero today.
As a star worker in the coal mining industry, Rudolf Vasilcho enjoyed a good, well-paid life under communism.
At that time, the only place to make money was in mining. It was 3, 4, even 5 times more than the normal salary of a factory worker. We could have bought anything we wanted. Many times we made the money, but there were very few goods in the shops. The team that I led broke 4 Czechoslovak records and made 72 increases in speed. We wanted to make more money and to fulfill the plan for construction output. If an enterprise did not fulfill the plan, it meant catastrophe for everyone. Everything I've achieved has been helped by the Communist Party. And that is where I will stay. I will not change my coat.
Prague's enormous Strahov Stadium. Every 5 years, 16,000 athletes performed a display of mass gymnastics before over 100,000 spectators. It's called Spartakiada. Such displays demonstrate a communist reshaping of history, as a national tradition is adapted for political ends.
Spartakiada was an attempt to present communism as an enormous force that influences everything, is hugely important, and takes care of the people. We knew for certain that the communists were abusing our games. They were abusing us, the work of ordinary people, in order to boast of the achievements of a socialist physical education. But I'll say it in a slightly vulgar way. We gymnasts didn't give a damn. The gymnasts wanted to be there and wanted to perform.
začali o těch Spartakérech jako mladí lidi.
They had the most beautiful experience of their lives.
Nejkrásnější v životě zažili tam.
Krásný úděl má.
Jarina Žitner's most famous piece of gymnastic choreography, The Buds, became a national sensation and hit polka disco number.
Úbory, počasí, děvčata.
The costumes, the weather, the girls, the Buds performance came off perfectly in all respects.
A ty holky na tom předměstí začaly tu...
It always fills you with joy.
No, to z toho máte radost vždycky, ale hlavně...
I was on the captain's bridge directing things, counting 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Kázněný. Ten pocit takového...
And the sense of fraternity was terrific.
Bratrství nebo tak, tady byl ohromný. Je, probo člověk se nezavděčí lidem všem.
It's true that for those who were deeply harmed by the communist regime, we were contributing to the glory and honor of that regime.
To je pravda, nebo tehdejšího režimu.
Krásný úděl.
No rozhodně, já jsem na Spartakiádě necvičil.
I never took part in a Spartakiada. I never went to one.
Takový megalomanství.
I saw it as an expression of megalomania.
Ale mělo to spoustu to bylo jiných věcí.
Co se dařit má, když je slunce jako ze zlata. Když se podaří, co podařit se má, podaří se také opata. Když se podaří, co podařit se má.
But there were to be no more Spartakiadas to satirize. In November 1989, the Czechoslovak people, following the collapse of the Berlin Wall, took to the streets. It was people power against the communist regime, and the people won. During this bloodless Velvet Revolution, the forgotten voices could be heard. After almost 20 years of enforced silence, Marta Kubisheva sang in public again.
They pushed me out onto a balcony saying, "Just a little prayer we need here, Marta." I thought, geez, now what do I do? I forgot the words completely, but when I looked down and saw all those people, I thought, no singer ever had this kind of comeback. That was the moment when people started to cry.
Czechoslovakia's leading dissident became its first freely elected head of state in over 40 years, as communist rule, but not its impact, came to an end.
To všechno dohromady tvoří takové...
A climate of moral devastation was created, which we'll be dealing with for a long time to come.
Budeme účtovat ještě dlouho.
2 new generations will have to grow up before the footprints of communism are washed away.
Ty poslední stopy tohoto zmizely.
Communism's attempts to reshape history and to reform itself both failed. At the end, the people rejected every face of socialism. Yet the legacy of 40 years of communism persists, and memories are still fresh in the kingdom of forgetting. Next time, the lost world of communist Romania, where Nicolae and Elena Ceausescu created socialism in one family before meeting their end in front of a firing squad.